Welcome to episode 1 of Behind the Storefront. This is Behind the Storefront, which is unfiltered conversations from Amazon influencers behind the buy button. I'm Alysse. I'm a platinum tiered Amazon influencer, which basically means if it's sold on Amazon, I've probably tested it, filmed it, and have very strong opinions about it. I create honest product reviews to help people figure out what's actually worth adding to the cart and what's a hard pass. I didn't start knowing exactly what I was doing. I figured it out by filming consistently, testing everything in real life, and learning what actually converts. I work with brands. I buy plenty of things myself, and I'm big on transparency because nobody has time for fake hype. This show is where we talk about the real side of this Amazon influencer job. The products, the emails, the wins, the chaos, and everything that happens behind the buy button that you don't usually see. Today, I'm joined by my best friend, Erica, who's also an Amazon influencer. And Erica, before we get into anything else, tell everybody about you.
Hi guys, I'm Erica and I am Alysse's best friend. We have been friends since 2018 and we met in a social function and she invited me to go on a walk with her. She said, hey, let's go on a walk. And the rest is history. We've been best friends for a long time. We traveled together, all kinds of stuff. And we have also tried all kinds of crazy things in our life together, like health stuff. Like before the Amazon journey began, we would do things like, she'd be like, hey, let's try coffee enemas, whatever. And we have done crazy things. We have taken supplements. We have done so many things together. So this was just another extension of the journey. And this has been a great one. So I am in no way near as successful as Alysse has been. And that's partially because I do have a full-time job. I have a lot of things that I do. I am a little bit older than Alysse. You have a good 20, no. How many years older am I? I don't even know. In my head, you guys, I'm still 30, but I'm going to be 56 actually this next month, which is crazy. And how old are you?
I'll be 40 this year.
Okay. So I don't even know.
40.
See, I don't pay attention to age because age is just a number. It's all here and here, right? Anyway, so my Amazon journey was really, it started with her. Most things have. Alysse is an instigator and kind of she, in a good way, not in a bad way, she will come up with ideas and things like that. And this was one of the ideas that she had, which was, hey, we had been manifesting. We're both really into manifestation and creation. And I had been for a long time. I have a job that I do love, but of course, a job salary is kind of limited, right? My alimony is going to be up in a few years. And I talked a lot with her about how we could, make money and her and her situation being a stay-at-home mom. What could she do? So anyway, she says, I've got this idea and it's called being an Amazon influencer. And at first I was like, what? But fabulous idea. And we both joined the program. She has been really, really dedicated. My dedication waxes and wanes depending on what else I have going on in my life.
That's super normal though.
Considerable.
Like that's very considerable. And I feel like it's normal to, like, momentum doesn't always stay like pushing forward hard all the time.
Unless you're you.
Well, I don't know how that happened.
This girl, I don't know. She's on a different level, but no, seriously, she's very committed to what she does. And I have done less videos. She is platinum level. I'm silver, and I hope to go gold, and I hope I will with this next quarter. We'll see.
Well, talking about that, like, let's talk a little bit about like what that means. What does being silver, gold, platinum mean?
Actually, you're going to know a little bit better than me, but I do know it has to do with the amount of videos that are watched, the clicks that you get, right? And you have to have X amount between the tiers. So you start out as bronze, you elevate to silver, gold, and then platinum. Platinum being the ultimate thing that you can get. And with each tier, there are benefits and things that you get. And for the rest of it, I'm going to leave it to you because you're more educated than that.
So the creator tier levels are designed based upon shipped revenue, primarily. So the amount of shipped revenue in a quarter. So from January 1 to March 31st, each tier has a dedicated amount of shipped revenue in order to reach the next tier. And then also you can get about 49 stars from clicks as well to add to that. And that's clicks to your video. So if somebody clicks your video, 1,000 clicks is 1 star. And then those can be added as well. But basically it's shipped revenue in 1 quarter. And there's different tiers. And it doesn't give you extra income. It's literally just a status. And from my point of view, the biggest benefit is to be able to have the top creator next to your name and brand recognition and outreach.
Which means you get better free stuff. Basically. Yeah. I mean, it really does. So when you're a base level creator or bronze or silver like myself, the things that I get typically are like face products or, you know, towel sets or like, I mean, I've gotten some good stuff too. I did get a ionizer recently. I have gotten some pretty expensive face products and things like that, but I'm not like hitting what she does, like ice machines and couches and recliners and I would need what? I mean, that's crazy. And that's what you get when you are performing at that level, which is one of the reasons that, you know, you want to have that added to your resume, your Amazon resume, if you will.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically that's it.
You are silver level influencer. You have 4 adult children.
I do.
And you work a full-time job.
I do.
And you also have a podcast.
I do.
Do you want to tell about the podcast a little bit?
Yeah. So long story short, I am an active podcaster. This came out of kind of left field. A little bit of background. I had a marriage that fell apart rather catastrophically. I have 4 adult children, and it was very devastating for me. And I went through some pretty severe addiction and depression. And coming out of that, I really recalibrated my life and did something I think is extraordinary because I was as sick as I was. I was really, really sick. And I kind of was interviewed on a friend's podcast, and she reached out to me and she said, you know what, I want you to do your own podcast under this idea that I have, which is called Chickology. And it's where women come together under this platform of Chickology that have stories and will have podcasts. And so I never thought about doing a podcast, but you know, she invited me, and so far I'm 20 episodes in. I've been doing it since last year. And I like the trajectory that it is taking. I do feel like it is impactful. It gave me a recap, and I think I've been in like 8 countries and like, you know, something like that, cities all over the US. It's pretty cool. But the podcast is, and I would love to invite you, it is on all platforms, pretty much everything, Spotify, Apple. It is called Burn It Down and Begin Again. And you will see like a animated pink and orange figure, phoenix rising or girl rising out of the ashes. That's me. That's my representation of my young self. But it is my story. And it starts off, it is not a man-hating, you know, oh, my life is miserable kind of thing. It is about how we can evolve spiritually and come out of dark places and recalibrate and retune our life. And more than that, more than just thrive, we can literally manifest and create a life of our dreams. And I can tell you, I am living that life today. I have such a happy, full life. My kids are healthy and happy. I have an amazing relationship with them. I've traveled all over the world with my kids. In fact, Alysse and I just got back with my oldest daughter from New York in October. And I have a job that I love. I am in telecommunications, and I do work at an experience level position where I basically handle people's accounts, and I do sell phones, but it's really much more than that. It's handling accounts. That's my day job. The podcast is something else that I do. And then this is something in addition. So I am a busy woman. However, I do not think I am as busy as you.
I don't know if that's true, but
I don't know how she does it, you guys. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, now that we have your backstory, let's talk just about like what's going on this week a little bit. This segment is called Open Tabs. It's what's running in the background this week. And I feel like as a mom, as a woman, as a busy person, it's a good metaphor for like, what tabs do you have open in your brain? What's going on?
What tabs don't I have open in this brain of mine? I have so many things, but okay, basics. As Alysse mentioned, I am a mom of 4 adult kids. I'm very, very close to all of them. 2 live with me. 1 rented a house 2 doors down from me, and the other one's 10 minutes away. So I'm very much that mom. I'm also a mom to the store that I work in, to all of the young people that I work with. I am by far the oldest person that, and I have way more energy, I think, than most of the people that work there. But what is going on this week? I am enjoying watching my daughter's journey in Japan. She's there with her dad, my ex-husband, who I'm very close with. Actually, we're very good friends. And they are in Japan, and they're sending me pictures, and they're doing amazing things. I'm very focused on work right now. I'm helping planning a work meeting, which is pretty neat. You know, just being able to, I should say, give feedback and chat with my manager and participate in development things in the store. I am not interested in management, but the fact that she has that kind of an open door policy with me, and I do feel like I am a store mom. I love what I do. I genuinely do. I love my customers. So I'm very involved with work, absolutely, and I put a lot of effort and heart into what I do because I do love the staff that I work with and the management team and the customers that I have. And then just personally, I feel like I'm always on a journey to better myself, you know, whatever that is, mentally, meditation wise, vitamins. I'm really into health. I've lost 60 some. Okay. Oh, that's another thing we did together. How much have you lost? I'm sorry. My nose
70
is itchy. I keep itching my nose.
I think I've lost 75 pounds over the course of my journey.
That's a lot.
But like, yeah.
I've lost like 65. So we did this again together, and that's a whole nother thing that we can get into. But we did lose a lot of weight together. We have fat pictures and skinny pictures of us together. And that's been an amazing thing. Yeah. But I am always thinking about health and all that. I have a dog that I love. He is my fifth child, and so I spend a lot of time with him. But I have a really full life. So mostly, you know, I just kind of like staying in touch with my kids, keeping the house going, taking care of my health, managing that, trying to find time to always think of the podcast, what's next. I'm trying to develop that. I'd love to see that develop even more. I'm not making any money with that, but that's more of an altruistic. I could make money down line, and maybe I will. Maybe that will develop into something down line. I maybe even manifest a book. I think I could do that. But I definitely love the fact that I'm reaching people and sharing hope and positivity with reality. You know, I'm a very real person, and so I love that. That's a big part of my life. And then the Amazon is a big part of that too, which is why we're here today. Because honestly, it has been a great journey, and seeing that money add up in the account when it's residual, right? You just make a video for a product, and then you make the next video and the next and the next, and you see that residual money adding up in your account. That is an exciting thing, you know? So and that's what
it's really promising and exciting.
Yeah.
Well, for me, we've just been battling illness. I'm sure so many people have, and I feel like the momentum is still there, but life has been humbling the last
had a lot
4 to 6 weeks for us, and just balancing sickness, motherhood, content creation, all the things has been a tumultuous last, I would say, 6 weeks. Now that you know kind of like where our heads are at, let's get to what actually showed up this week.
Yes.
This segment is called What'd We Get? The box just landed. This was sent our way, and we are opening today. Okay. We each have 2 things that came in. We're going to bring them over. I'm going to let you go first. So we're going to it's going to be a surprise. First, like truthful first impression. We're going to see what we got here live on camera.
All right, here we go. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. I have what is this? Oh, it's a grapeseed extract eye mask with vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, and grapeseed extract.
Love that. I love the facial care products. If I'm honest, something like this, right when I put these eye masks in the fridge, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I put on an eye serum and I put those on while I sit and do my emails. Mm-hmm. And so that's an exciting product for me. Let's open another one. My turn. Oh, more face care. Oh. This is This is a hydration moisturizer.
Oh, I should have done that too.
By Borghese. And then it comes with another one. What is this? A cleanser. So a cleanser and a moisturizer by this company. And we will link all the products in the show notes as well. Yeah. Cool. I'm here for face care. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to let you do the big one here.
Okay.
I'm going to do this one. Whatever is this? Underwear. Underwear. All girls need underwear. I don't know if this is sexy underwear or what.
Let's look. Let's try it out. We're here.
Let's do the black because I'm a big fan of black. So this is definitely my speed of underwear, not necessarily my size. I think these might have been meant for you, but that's okay. These are very stretchy, lovely underwear. And yes, this is something that you can request practical things from Viral View. The only catch is you're going to have to model it on camera, so you better be underwear ready.
I'm usually cool with doing underwear like that. If there was like a skimpy thong, it's probably not for me, if I'm going to be honest. Okay.
All right. We're doing a big one.
This doesn't even say what it is on the outside. So,
this is a large package, but she gets a lot of large packages.
What is this? It is a set of 2 dining chairs.
Wow.
It looks like. So
dining chairs.
These have to be assembled. They're like white, and it looks like
they're fuzzy.
They're like fuzzy. Here, it's like a fuzzy dining room chairs, which that's kind of,
So, that's the fun thing about doing this is that you do get to try things. I love this because not only do I have a lot of stuff for myself that I don't have to buy anymore, like the facial products and things like that, but I get things that I probably wouldn't buy, and I get to experience, and I get for free. and I make money on it. And I know that that's been a thing for you. So think about when you are making commission, naturally the higher there's many different factors that go into it. So I can't oversimplify, but the basic concept is the more something is, percentage wise, you're going to make a little bit more money. So something like these chairs are going to make her money if she makes a video that is impactful. And again, when you're creating videos, you want to create engagement. You want to be able to create interest. And I think you do an exceptional job in that you really talk about the product honestly and openly. And I think one of your strong points is sometimes, guys, you are going to get stuff, and I think we're going to talk about that later, that you don't like. And so how to, do right by the person that has sent you or the company that has sent you these products and yet not alienate them. Like, this is just not my favorite thing. So she has a great way. You can tell when she's really enthusiastic about things. I've seen they're like, oh my God, I love this, or this is about this product and this is this and this is that. You can tell she does a great job. And I think what I love most about your videos is that they are really, really informative. In fact, I need to model some of my stuff.
Yours are great too.
Well,
I mean, we all have our own styles, and I think that's what's great about the fact that anybody can do this. And for me, even watching a lot of other people's videos, like, I almost don't like to, because I like to have my own style, and I don't want to have to feel like, oh, I should be doing that, or I should not be doing that. Oh, like, I want it to be authentic. And if I go to a product that I'm doing product research on and I watch all the videos, like, I feel like it influences how I would portray the product, and I don't necessarily like that. I like it to be more authentic from like my personal perspective instead of being influenced by other influencers.
I think I'm more of the opposite. I think for me, I am definitely not a person to copy anything. I like to be individual, and I definitely have a very strong and my own personality, if you can't tell. But I do like to see what other top creators are doing, just to kind of see. And Alysse, I really go to her videos a lot. What is it that she's doing that I like or don't like? And I can honestly say I do not see a single thing in any of your videos that I don't like. But there are there are some people that maybe just don't have enough experience, or even they might be top creators, where I'm like, oh, there's a hole in that, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I think the whole point of doing the videos, people are going to you're selling to somebody over a video screen. What is most of the engagement is going to come from people on their computers, not their phones necessarily, but their computers. They're sitting there, doom scrolling or whatever, and they're like, let's go to Amazon and see what I don't need to buy. And then maybe they're looking for something, and your video is going to be the thing that makes them add that to cart. And so you do have to infuse your own personality and your own genuine. I think that's the important thing. I think it's very important to be authentic when you're doing these videos. Anybody can stand up and be like, these are eye masks. You put them on your eyes. They're blue. No, they are purple. Like, anybody can do that, right? You have to be able to legitimately go to the product, talk about the highlights of the product and what the company wants to feature, but also what is your authentic experience with them. And then the challenge is, if you don't love the product, how can you do that in a way that doesn't alienate anybody? And I do believe that your videos, when they are strictly informative, maybe it's not your favorite thing, but they are informative, and maybe it's not right for her, but it might be right for somebody else listening. And that's the thing, you have to be able to find that balance. But it is a fantastic, and it's really fun, you guys. Doing this it's kind of fun. It's fun.
And how fun is just like opening a package that you don't know what's in it. Like, it's just kind of like Christmas.
My kids are like, Mom, you have 8 more packages that just came in today. Or I'll come in from work and there's like a freaking pile of stuff. Like, but it's fun. I get to go through and see what I got. In fact, I haven't asked for anything in a while because I'm trying to play catch up, and stuff just keeps showing up on my doorstep. I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah. But it's fun. It is.
Okay, now that we've opened what has arrived, let's talk about what's standing out. So this segment is called the Start ASIN of the Week. And ASIN is kind of a SKU number that's attached to every single product. That's just what we call it in the Amazon world. And this segment is for a product that's been a standout that we can confidently recommend right now.
Is this something that we bought or something that was sent to us?
I think something that you've reviewed. I would say maybe something that was sent to you. I guess it could be either. For me, it's going to be something that was sent to me that I was pleasantly surprised and excited about.
Okay. All right. How many do I need? Just one?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to talk about the one for my dog. So my dog is a star of many of my Amazon videos. He is a 115-pound Cane Corso. So he's an Italian Mastiff, and he is so sweet. His name is Cato, and I love to get treats and things for him. And one of the things that I got when I opened it, I was like, what is this? It was a log. It looks like a log. I'm like, okay, a dog toy that's a log. But what I loved about it, and I had not tried anything like this before, is that it came with these little molds, and you could put anything you want in the molds. You freeze the item, and then you unscrew the part of the log, and these molds are perfectly shaped to fit inside. You screw it back in, and then the dog can lick the frozen treat inside.
Oh.
And I'm telling you guys, this was such, and it is not expensive. It was one of my favorite things that I got because my dog loves it so much. He sees the log come out, and there's such excitement, and it brings him such joy. So that is probably
and
one of my big standouts.
We'll add that link to the show notes as well, because when you find a good product that you actually like, it's exciting. The one for me this week is a red light panel. So it's a nice red light panel that's about this big, actually.
I'm
it's
getting
on a stand.
dog logs. She's getting red light panels. Anyway.
And I was just really excited about it because I have one that's similar. And when I get something like that, I love things in the health and wellness space as well. Yeah. We've been through a lot of health and wellness things together. Wow. And so getting a panel like that, it's just exciting a little bit.
For sure.
So, okay, now let's separate what's performing well, what we're excited about, to what we're actually spending our money on. So this next segment is called Purchased, Not Pitched. This was bought with our own money, no brand strings attached, and nothing that was gifted, not part of a collaboration, just real life purchases. Two things. We'll take turns. You go first. What have you bought this week?
Okay, well, what came in, and I was really very pleasantly surprised. I love fragrance and I love perfume. Years ago, my whole introduction to the executive world after college was to be an account executive for a very large fragrance firm out of Beverly Hills. So I've had a love affair with perfumes and things like that, and smells in my home, on my body, whatever, ever since. So I ordered this product that I had seen. It's called Nyla, Nyla. I have not done a video for it yet, by Arabiat, which is I'm probably not even saying that right, but it's a Saudi Arabian or, fragrance company. And I had seen a lot on it, and it had notes of things that I like a peach nectar, jasmine, vanilla, coconut. I love a smell like that. And I thought, well, I'm going to take a crapshoot and try it. It's only $40 or whatever. It was not expensive. It's an EDP. It took a long time to get here because it was shipped from overseas. I was so surprised when I got it. The packaging is gorgeous. The box is gorgeous. These people dropped money into the packaging and the bottle. It is a heavy, beautiful bottle. And the smell, I loved it. I mean, it's very hard to buy fragrances online. And this is just, for me, it's a hit or miss. You just don't know. I have gotten a lot of fragrances gifted to me. I'm like, this, I was like, wow. And the thing is too, a lot of fragrances do not last, at least on me or in general. This fragrance lasted all day. I wore it yesterday. I got so many compliments on it, which normally doesn't happen. So that either means you're wearing too much perfume and I didn't. I put it on sparingly, but it did last all day long. And you could still smell it at the end of the day. So that was a big one for me. And I loved it so much. They have a couple other different scents, and I ordered them because I was so impressed with the quality and the packaging. So that was a real winner for me.
That's a fun one. I know you're a fragrance person. So something I bought. So this week I booked a trip to Maui for my family. We're in the end of April. And so I have a little bit of mental space thinking about how I'm going to get a 2 and a 3-year-old on how that's going to go on a 5-hour flight. So I bought a travel toy kit. So I bought the bag. I bought some water painting books. I bought this thing called Sticker Wow. All of these things we will link in the show notes. I bought some click markers, some little blank sketch pads, everything to fill up these little activity kits that I'm going to put together for my kids. Mm-hmm. So
that sounds great.
I'm still working on finding some fun things to add to that travel kit.
That's fun. I know you guys are going to have a great trip. And then you're looking for another item. Uh-huh. So another item that I did buy this week, and I do sometimes buy it at Costco, but a lot of times just for ease, I will buy it on Amazon. And that is going to be the collagen powder by, what's it called? Oh God, what's wrong? Peptides. It's the blue one.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I'm having it's my age, right? Yeah. Anyway,
I can't even. I know what you're talking about.
That is one of my best sellers.
I take it too. It's so good.
It is really a tremendous product because as we age, for myself, I need 130 grams of protein a day, and that is actually not easy to achieve if you're not very mindful. So that is one of my, and I did get that this week. I could get it at Costco, but I didn't make the trip. I ordered it, and I really enjoyed getting it on a regular basis. In fact, I just added it because I
That's a
go
good
through
one.
so much of it to my auto ship. So, you know,
That's a
if it's
good
on
one.
sale at Costco, I'll get extras, but I've burned through it. And I also put it in my dog's food because I feel
smart.
like my dog needs collagen too, right? So that is something that I got this week.
That's
And
a
I love
good
it.
like
I love it.
repurchase item that,
Yeah.
you know, is solid in your cart. That you,
Yeah.
that you found something you like. My second one is hangers. So it's boring, but okay.
But
So
necessary.
I work with a lot of clothing brands. I enjoy working with clothing brands. I film a lot of clothing items. If you go to my storefront or just scroll this YouTube channel, you'll see that that is a big niche category for me specifically. And I also steam every single item before I try it on. That is just to make the product look good, to make it look good on my body, that sort of thing. And that's important for me. I have a whole like work area in my garage, and I ran out of hangers because I have so many clothes now that have taken up an entire closet that I'm going to be doing a garage sale, but I just needed more for the business. So boring one, but that's where we're at with it. Okay. Moving on to the next segment. So now let's talk about emails that land in your inbox and make you pause. So this is called inbox roulette. We're both going to read an email that we got from the seller, seller's name redacted. We're not going to say who sent it, but something that just kind of makes you pause. Okay. And we're going to read it word for word, exactly how it was received, and then we're going to react to each other's emails. So this one was sent to me. We're going to start with this one. Dear Alysse, I hope you're doing well. We have been very impressed with your user experience sharing on Amazon and your unique insights to lighting styles. Our company specializes in manufacturing high-quality pendant lights. We believe our pendant light will perfectly complement your decor needs. Therefore, we would like to invite you to participate in this special collaboration. Our offer is that we will send you one of our new pendant lights for free. Our request in return, we ask you film a shoppable installation video after receiving the product and post it to our Amazon product page. This is a great win-win opportunity. You will receive a unique lighting fixture to decorate your home as a thoughtful gift for a friend. Are you interested in participating in this collaboration?
You want my response?
Yeah. That you have to install a pendant light.
I don't think that's a stretch. I'm sorry. These panels behind me, the woman installed. I'm sorry. I don't think that's a stretch for you at all. This woman she can figure anything out. So I don't think it's a stretch.
So I think the thing for me about a message like this is, okay, I am not an electrician. I do not have
True. This is true.
Yeah, I do not know
but
how to install.
They're not asking you to be the electrician. They just want to show it going up.
They want me to install it. It says
Like
an installation video, and I don't have another place to install a pendant in my house. I don't want to install a pendant in my house. That would take me time. I would probably have to pay somebody to install it. Mm-hmm. And they are not offering a paid collaboration, although I did not ask because I do not want to install it. So for something like that, I would have to take one down, pay an electrician. I would probably charge about $400.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into paid collaborations yet.
So with a free product only, no budget, kind of trying to decide, like, is my time worth the compensation? Like for a light that I don't want, that I don't have a place to install, that I would have to pay to install, this sort of thing, it's a no for me. Yeah. And I very nicely said, this is not for me, but I also know that you do make custom. This is how I responded back, because I researched the brand a little bit before I responded, and I did say, I noticed that you make custom neon light signs with writing. How about we pivot, and I would like a custom neon light.
Pivot. I love it.
And maybe we can work on that. So we're in negotiations, but
that is such a good way to go about it.
Yeah, if you can research it. Okay. I am.
All right, I'm going to read mine. Hi, Erica. We enjoy your work. And are you willing to work on this item? We will send you for free. Now, I don't even know how, by the way, I'll just preface it by saying this, how these people got my inbox. I didn't ask for this, but it says 3-piece professional 45-degree lock miter route bit set, carbide tipped half inch shank, cutting height, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch woodworking tool for cabinet stores and furniture. So in case you're wondering, I am not a cabinet maker. What is my response to this? Are you sure you're emailing the right person? Yeah. So that was one of the ones where it was just out of left field. And sometimes you'll get that when you do get to a certain level. And I am not at her level, but you do get to a level where people will reach out to you because maybe they like your video, but I don't know why looking at my page.
Like maybe is it,
that is something
it would be confusing.
I really think they had to have gotten me confused with somebody because there's nothing on my page that would indicate I got beauty products, I got health stuff, I got dog stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not your niche at all. But like, it also makes me think like, is this a mass outreach? Are they just reaching out to every single person that they can come up with to see if somebody will review a miter? What a miter bit is on? And I think like on this topic, I think alignment matters. I don't think as an Amazon influencer, you should be saying yes to every single product because you cannot properly display it or give a good review or show a good usage of it if it doesn't fit within your scope.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's just a funny one. Like, okay. And I think niche consistency also builds trust, not just with brands, but also buyers. If you know what you're talking about, if you're confident about the usage, how to install it, how to use it, this and that, I feel like that builds a lot of trust as well. And I also think that if I reviewed woodworking tools tomorrow, the same, everybody would be really confused because I've never built something with wood.
Yeah.
Besides like installing these, but that's a different thing. I'm pretty handy, but I'm not a cabinet maker either. So speaking of things that like looked good in theory, let's do this next segment. It's called Red Flag Review. Not to trash anything, just to talk honestly about something that didn't line up once we actually received it. So this is a gifted product from a seller that we received, again, brand redacted, that just didn't hit. It just didn't hit.
I'm going to give you, I know you said one thing, but I'm going to give you two.
Okay.
So there was one thing that I received that I'm pretty sure was sent to the wrong person. I got a hot pink horse eye cover mask. Like,
okay.
What?
Like you mean like a sleep
mask? You
mask?
stick it on and you like to blind the horse so you can
to put on a horse. No, I thought you meant it was like a mask for you that had printed horses on it. No, it's for a
horse. I was like, what is this?
You don't have a horse.
Came with a little, I came with a little, like they always come with these little inserts that talk about who it is. I couldn't even find the person that sent it to me. I couldn't find the product. It was the strangest experience. I'm like, this had obviously somehow, somewhere this got I don't know, messed up. And in my, how it came to me, I don't know. Needless to say, I did not do a review because I don't have a horse, but a product that I did do a review on, which again, I mean, I don't want to bash the product because I have the video there, but, and this was in the beginning, this was before I joined Viral View. So I was just kind of trying to reach out through, I won't even mention the name, but how they reach out to you. And this was pre-Viral View where I have control over what I'm asking for. I would just kind of reach out for, anything. They reached out and they're like, hey, will you do a review on this product? And it was a oil diffuser, which I love oil diffusers, and it was a campfire. So it was, in theory, it was cool, but it
looked like a campfire.
So it's like a plastic box, and there's like pieces of wood, but they're made of plastic that come up. So it looks like a little campfire.
So it looks like it's smoke coming out of a campfire when it's diffused.
Right. So, but when I received the product, it was, it looks better from far away. Like when you look up close, it looks like plastic. It's just like, it was not anything aesthetically that for me personally that I would be like, wow, this is really neat. And then also the remote didn't work right. So even though I had done everything right, I was trying to do the video, I couldn't get it turned off and on. There was some kind of a malfunction. And that is one of those things where in good faith, because they asked me to do this video, I did do the video and I did highlight the features and I showed the product close up. I didn't have commentary on how much I loved it. So in a situation like that, somebody has asked out and asked you to represent the product. For me, what I did do was I honestly just talked about the features. And I did say in the video, my remote didn't really work in this instance. So I was honest because I think it is very important for me to do an honest review. And again, when you see me just labeling out the this is what it is, this is what it does, maybe it's not my favorite product. It does not mean that the product isn't quality. It does not mean that it's not going to be good for somebody else. But when you see me just doling out facts, But if I say, I love this, then I'm
Yeah.
being genuine. And I think that's one of the things is that I don't want to go to every product and be like, I love this. And like, and that kind of BS.
That's not realistic.
That's not realistic.
Yeah.
I want to, so when you see me like in my videos, just like doling out facts, chances are it's not probably my favorite product, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be good or valid for somebody else. And I'm not going to do the disservice to the person that has asked me to represent that product and sent me that product in good faith of not putting together a quality video for their stuff.
I get you.
What about you?
The one that I got, is something I was excited about and actually want and use, but when it arrived, the assembly process was very, very hard. So it is a metal foldable utility cart for the garage, and I am using it to store shoes that I also receive from sellers. So it's a storage thing that like folds up, which is really a cool feature, but it had to be assembled and it's metal. And I usually do all the assembly by myself. I film myself assembling things. And this was not a one-person assembly job. So when I was trying to put it together initially, I cut myself on the metal. Oh, no. And I mean, it's fine. I did have to have my husband help me, and I did not post the video of the full assembly process just because I cut myself. And I did say that in the video that it is not a one-person assembly situation because of how the metal pieces went together. There was no like wiggle room because of the steel frame. So I do like the product now that it's assembled, but the assembly process was, that's my red flag review situation for this one. So now that we put a couple products on the spot, let's put ourselves on the spot.
Okay.
Are you ready? Let's do a 30-second review or 30 to 60 second on the spot review of what we just opened maybe.
Well, I'm not doing the underwear.
Oh, I will, but I'm not going to put them on like I will.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you want to do it? You can open them.
I'm gonna open my little eye mask here.
Roll.
Where's the there we
Scissors.
go. You go, because your underwear's already open.
Okay. Let me just do a quick
I'm gonna need my glasses.
look at this. Okay. So
you go. You do you. I'm
Sure.
gonna open my package.
All right. So I got this 5-pack of women's underwear. These are kind of a wider hip situation.
Like those
here. They are cotton. They are breathable. It is double lined at the crotch area. And this is a 5-pack of different colors. Mm-hmm. Full coverage on the bum. These come in sizes extra small to 3X, so very inclusive sizing on the underwear. You can wash these, you can dry these, so they clean up really easy like typical underwear. I would not even think about having to put these in a delicate bag just because they are full cotton. Let's look up close. They are stretchy and true to size. I ordered a small. I am 5'4", 125 pounds. I am always a small, and these fit correctly.
Well, I am not a small. Sorry.
That's my on the spot review with just looking at the packaging with no.
Yeah, and normally, by the way, when I do stuff like this, I actually try the product first.
So we try them.
So here we have, one size fits all, no small, medium, or large required. These are a 12-pack of grapeseed extract eye mask. So the product, there you go, is in a little pouch, and I'm going to actually put it on. We're going to open it up. Now, as typical with these types of masks, they're going to have or eye masks, I should say. They're silicone based, right? Because that really holds everything in. I'm willing to bet, and yes, they are. And well, how does that work? I'm not even sure. So let's see. How does that work? This is very interesting. It's an E, like my name. How do I put that on my eyes? Let's figure this out, because this is like on the spot. And there is only one. Oh no, there's another one. There's another one. Okay.
Oh, so it goes around your eye.
Maybe over your eye and around your eye. Like,
does it go?
I'm really not sure. So let's see. Is it going to go? Oh, shit. Let's. You're gonna need to help me, because I can't put
place patches and adjust comfortably. I guess I just don't understand how they go on.
Well, look, that kind of looks like an eye opening. So here,
this looks like the eye opening. Like,
you're gonna have to help me put it on.
Okay, so I think Okay, I know how this goes. So this goes like this. This goes under. This goes over.
Okay.
I think, and then this goes above your eyebrow. So I think it's
okay. That actually makes sense. Now you got to put the other one on so we can give everybody a view. That's one.
I think that's how it's supposed to go.
All right.
But
well, that actually makes sense. I mean, it may fall in your eye a little bit, but it does have complete coverage here.
Okay, and then this goes the same way like this, and like this, and then like under. I think it's like this sort of situation.
So here we go. Hello. Here we go. So anyway, I feel like Catwoman, kind of. So normally, if I were to be filming this video, I would actually cut it in such a way where you wouldn't see all the chaos that just happened, which was actually funny. But really, you know, I'd want to show you what not what the chaos looks like of putting them on, but what it looks like when you're done. And the real thing for me would be, I get bags out of my eyes, you guys, especially at my age, I do. So that is going to be the real thing for me. But I can tell you, based on what I am experiencing right now, that these do not have a smell, which is a good thing, right? You don't want necessarily your facial products to have a smell, and they do cling. I'm unsure of this on my eyelid thing, but you know, it is a complete coverage. So I do like that it's hitting all the areas that matter for me, which is mostly going to be here, but it does look, I mean, I could wear this to EDC and probably fit in perfectly well, right? Like I could get my beauty in and listen to my my music. So anyway, but yes,
I mean, definitely very like full coverage.
Yeah, so something like this is essentially, and again, you know, not having really used it, I can't do a proper review, but something like this is going to be used at a time that you can actually leave them on until they become stiffer. So the whole point with masks like these or eye masks like these, they are going to infuse, and the silicone is actually really cool. It holds everything in and it pushes everything into your skin. You wait for these to dry up a little bit, and I mean, not to be dry, but like I'm going to say after half an hour, you're going to notice they're noticeably stiffer, and you can leave them on even longer. And the whole idea being, you obviously do not want, if you really want to get like some attention, you could wear them in the car when you're running your errands. You know, I actually, when I go to work, I have ones that go underneath my eye, and I'll go in sometimes to the local 7-Eleven or whatever, and the lady's like, I'm like, yeah, I know they're my eye masks. And then the next time I come in, she's like, why do you wear those? And then I told her, where can I buy those? Yeah, so it's funny. But yeah, this is something definitely, if you want to like get some looks in the car, you could wear these and like, you know, rock it with your music out the window. But no, this is typically something you're going to wear at home, and it is going to alleviate fine lines and wrinkles. So if you're going out for the night, if you're going to a party and you need to have, which I often do, because I'll get the crinkly, baggy skin at my age underneath my eyes, this is something that I would use, and I can guarantee you, I can already feel it working. This is going to minimize that and give you a much smoother skin. So far, they're unusual. They're unlike anything I've ever used in terms of the shape, but I like them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, very different shape, but like kind of cool. Very full coverage.
There you go.
Okay.
And they match your shirt.
They do. So before we wrap up, let's talk dinner, because filming all day is hungry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hangry at the end of the day. Camera's off, dinner's on. Fueling up after the uploads. What are we actually making for dinner this week when the camera's off?
Well, because I'm planning to go to lunch with you, not with these on afterwards, and we're going to run some errands, I'm not going to make anything tonight. However, I can tell you, first of all, you must know this about us. We are huge foodies. We were cook, we 65 and like 75 pounds heavier because of this, but we've learned to manage that, and we do still eat really good. We love to eat. So one of the things we love to do is be creative in the kitchen. I know I do. I love to cook. That's something that I do for my crew at work and for my kids. I cook. In fact, I brought you over some of my chili that I made for the Super Bowl Sunday in her fridge.
Thank you.
But one of my favorite things that I'm making, and I was very excited about this, I was inspired. We went out to this amazing dinner where she actually, poor thing, she had an episode halfway through dinner. She got sick. So I don't know what happened. But anyway, it wasn't the food. But we went to this amazing restaurant, and we had this pork belly that was so good. And so I asked the lady, you know, it's a really nice high-end restaurant, like, what is it that you do? And they sous vide, which if you're unfamiliar with the sous vide, you can buy it on Amazon. But anyway, I need to do a video on my sous vide. It is an immersion stick that goes into a pot of water, and it will heat the water to whatever temperature to par cook the food or cook it ahead of time. Restaurants use this a lot to make the food, you know, cooked to a certain place so they can throw it on the grill and get it out to the customer quicker. But also, like in the case of this pork belly, to just really get it to this perfect texture, right? So she said we sous vide it for 24 hours, this pork belly, and it was a nice big thick piece of pork belly, and then we dry brine it and all this stuff. So I copied it. Now, I didn't have the exact ingredients. They wanted some Korean paste that I didn't have, and I couldn't find it at the store, so I said, forget it. I did a barbecue version, and it was
What did you
freaking
serve with it?
incredible.
What'd you eat with it?
Nothing.
You
I
just ate the
pork belly.
Yeah.
I'm into protein.
Yeah.
What would I serve with it? If I was going to serve something, I might do like a really cool, some kind of a potato, something not too, maybe a plain potato, some kind of a plain potato.
Like
maybe
roasted mini potatoes or something?
Maybe, or even a mash where you
Oh.
could serve it on side the mash. But again, I wouldn't want to have too much. I want it to be relatively plain because you want the pork to take the star of the show kind of thing. Maybe a salad kind of thing.
Well, that's fun. Pork belly is a good one.
But I did the pork belly and I wanted to finish it. I stuck it in the oven with I made a really delicious with honey and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, kind of a barbecue sauce, and glazed it in that and then finished it in the broiler. And the result was unbelievably
so good.
delicious.
Your other pork belly recipe I still love, but
I
might have to try this one.
The thing with me, I rarely make the same thing.
I know.
But anyway, what about you?
So sometimes I get items from sellers in the mail and I need to like work them into filming something because I like to use like a real life usage situation. So this week, actually like 2 days ago, I got a 6-quart Dutch oven. Oh. Like a nice, beautiful Dutch oven. Nice. And so I wanted to showcase the versatility. So I baked a full chicken. And then I made chicken broth afterwards, after I deboned the carcass.
One of my favorite things.
And it was like, I did a very lemony chicken. It was actually my mom's recipe.
Not a piccata?
No, because it was a full chicken. And so, stuffed it with lemon rinds, like lots of lemon juice. I'm a lemon girl too. But that's what I did. And with asparagus and roasted potatoes. And it was, Okay, before we wrap this up, before we go, tell everybody where they can find you. You will be a repeat guest on here. We will go through these segments again. But where can people find you? And what are you working on? Anything you want to plug?
You can find me actually on Facebook under my name, Erica Gill, ERICAGIL. And that is, I don't take friend requests, but you can follow me. A lot of people follow me. And I do post on there clips and links to my podcast. You can also find me on TikTok. And it is under Erica's Orbit. So that is it. But you can find me there. And then you can also find me at burnitdownbeginagain.com, where I just set up that website. It has like links and stuff like that, a little bit about me. And then also has my social media links. So I have like a TikTok for Burn It Down and Begin Again. I have a Facebook for Burn It Down and Begin Again, my podcast. But you can find me if you want to find me personally. And my personal, I do post some of my family stuff. So it's kind of a complete lifestyle thing. But you can also catch podcast clips and a lot of just my wisdom. No, but things that I believe in and things that I post, you can definitely find me there. What about you?
Nope. All my information is here on my YouTube channel. You can find it in the description, but we will link all of the products, all of where to find us, all of our links in the show notes. And if you've ever wondered what really happens behind the buy button, now you know. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.